Taurus, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Just doing a bunch of readings today, trying to get caught up. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So hopefully everybody's good. I'm doing your reading for the 16th through the 22nd. Wow, gosh, time is flying. I hope you got to see one of the lives that I did on paranormal or on the new and full moon for November. And if not, they are uploaded for you to watch. You can also subscribe, hit the bell, and know when I'm on live for those, or just share and like and just watch when you want. Alrighty, so let's get going. These are the energies for the 16th through the 22nd. And let's see. Yeah, the 16th. So we're still just getting rid of the new moon energies. So they're probably pulling a little bit yet, but they're just about gone. And the Mercury retrograde should be moving on. Things should be sort of mellowing out a little bit. However, the new moon is all about working on your side of yourself that you sort of regret or have shame to, or could have done things better and really should or want to do them better. So that's what's being sort of pulled this first week. So this 16th through the 22nd. So if you feel energies like you should be fixing things or doing things to correct some old behavior, bad behavior, or something like that, then that is what is going to be sort of your energies. So we have two cards out for the week. That one came out first, so I'm putting that one first. Interesting. Those are two cards back to back. So we have 51 and 52. So the energies for the very first part of the week, again, is don't doubt yourself. There seems to be a lot of doubt in you believing in yourself or your intuition, a lot to do with your intuition. And that should not be doubted. Because when this card comes out, especially with the new moon here, it's all about improving our self and enlightening our spiritual self higher. So that is something that you don't want to doubt, because whatever you're hearing about yourself, whatever you're feeling about yourself, that actually should be really listened to, because that's the divine trying to get you to listen to what you're calling your purpose, your passions, your whatever you should be doing, or even touching the person. Nobody crosses your path for no reason at all. So there is a purpose in everything that we do. So let me get this third energy out. And we have the Golden Palace. Rewards. So we have the okay, so I'm going to show you these. 51, which is 6. It's about improvement or progress. 52, which is number 7. And number 7 is all about ambition and potential. And then we have the Golden Palace, which is the number 5, which is sort of unstable, because sometimes we get rewards, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we are getting just blessings, and then not all the time, because, well, if we got blessings all the time, then we would never really enjoy them, and we just sort of expect them. So what I'm going to do really quick, though, for those that are brand new, is read the Magical Map Shifter. Did I say shapeshifter? I do that all the time because I think my daughter's games or something. So I apologize if I did do that. That's the Magical Map Shifter. So when the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Didn't I just say nobody comes into your life for no reason? Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best that you can be. And that or someone who leads you out of a difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Now that's the new moon energy again. And you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So again, that is talking about the people that we interact with, the people that we hang with, the people that we allow in our circle, but it also is family members that are toxic or non-toxic in our life. And again, you need to go by your intuition with this first energy, because this is what tells you this is your protector, this is your guide, this is your spirit energy inside you that is saying this is not the best for you, or this is the best for you. So a lot of the times when we do a prayer or meditation for something that we may want, and that's the full moon energy, we always, sometimes when we don't get it, it is a protection thing. Yeah, definitely a protection thing. Remember, we got 5 is unstable, and our first card out is the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords, dude is, or the woman, has an attitude, a little bit arrogant, got in a fight, maybe they wanted something they didn't get, and they're walking away thinking that they won the battle and they didn't. I don't know whose energy is that for. So that could be you, or it could resonate with somebody coming to you that they got in a fight with somebody they think they won, and you're looking at them, no, you didn't. What'd you do that for? In all reality. Because that person can, and this also, the rewards that we get doesn't have to be a material thing. It could be joy. It could be heart. It could be love. It could be something that we really, really desired, the Golden Palace. It doesn't have to be a material thing. This could be something of unseen. And this person, seems to want to steal that, whatever that is. I don't know who that is for, but that energy. So if you're really wanting to, and also through the moons, if you didn't listen to the new moon and the new and full moon, then you might want to watch that. You'll understand some of this as well, and then you come back and watch this, and then you'll understand it even better. But we have the Queen of Pentacles out next. So that is a woman or a man who has it all together with their finances, their career. They're not a real spiritual person because they're more earthly, but they do love nature and do love the things of the earth. But she or he, could be either one, is definitely knowledgeable about their career, about their, yeah, definitely. You got 2 of these tops together, 9 of Pentacles. So somebody might be questioning, especially if you're a female, if you're wanting to go into business, or if you know business and maybe were offered something to a higher level and you're afraid of it. You have the knowledge, you have the skills, you have what it takes in your career. You have that. Somebody's afraid to jump forward because they don't feel like they have it. And this could be in schoolwork too, but this schoolwork would have to be towards your career, towards what you are to make your money on. But you will have it all. I mean, you can have it all in that sense. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Wow, what a reading. So celebration, 3, acknowledgement of, look at this, you did it, you made it, you're doing it, you've got it together, you know what you're doing. Very earthly, but this is also too something that somebody really enjoys doing. So this is where you've got to be really mindful who you hang around with. Being in the industry, being an entrepreneur and working in the horse world, I would see the difference in my clients. So there, as you know, there's different ways of horseback riding. There's Western and there's English, and then there's also different kinds of English and different kind of Western. And I won't go into it, but I will tell you that I will hang around with one because they're more success driven. They're more financially driven. They think different. They think more success, more let's go forward. They don't give up. They have persistence. And that's the type of person I am. And that's kind of want to hang around. So that's where that is. Just an example. So this is the star. You have got a lot of good cards, Taurus. So the star is really happy, is becoming really more balanced in their life. They're not only balancing spiritually, they're balancing earthly. So maybe they're being a little bit more charitable with some of their earnings, or maybe their blessings or rewards that they're getting. But they're also becoming more exposed to themselves and also to their craft and to the people around them. They're becoming a little bit more relaxed. Now, this might be towards work. This might be towards I don't think it's family. I think it's friends. Maybe you have some new friends that you are interacting with and you haven't been really, really comfortable. But now this is sort of like, okay, I can take off a few more layers of the onion. And this is a time where you can do that. And you feel comfortable to do that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very strong person, somebody internally strong. Outside might be strong too, might be a little bit intense or intimidating, especially if this is a female. It's really hard to be in business, or it's really hard to make your way through a man's world. And I hate to say that, don't come at me. But the thing is that in the corporate world or the business world, it is very hard for women. As an entrepreneur, it was really hard for me, especially in the beginning when I bought this company and it was no longer a female owner, they thought. Because here's the thing, I'll tell you, and this is in business and this is in school, this is in if you want to start something yourself, this would be just some advice from an entrepreneur to you, but also as you're reading, is that you have to be really strong as a woman in business. And women are considered a minority in business, which is really interesting because they've become really not the minority, but you get lending as a minority. And the other thing too is that I'll give you an example. When I started my business, I would need to call on suppliers. I wanted suppliers to ship me things and carry their products and things like that. And in the very beginning, I thought, why am I having such a hard time? So when I would call them and talk to them on the phone, now we didn't have cell phones back then. This was in 2004. They were just coming out, or I don't know. Anyway, I guess we did have cell phones. But the thing is, when I would call them, I would get a really funny reaction, like they didn't care, they didn't want to work with me, they were sort of giving me attitude. Majority of them, I hate to say it, were men. And so I thought, okay, how can I creatively change this pattern? So I started emailing many of them rather than on the phone, and instead of saying Patti, my last name, I would say Pat. And so many times that changed the whole course of everything. Pretty sad, isn't it? Because they don't know if they're speaking to a woman or a man. Most of the time they think they're speaking to a man. So they would respond accordingly. But when they have to call me and I would pick up the phone and they'd say, yes, I'd like to talk to Pat, the owner. Then I would say, well, you're speaking to her. And they would be, oh, I thought you were a guy. No. But that literally changed the course of how I got my products, how I actually got better discounts and things like that. So for anybody that is moving into the idea of a business for themselves, a project to make money for themselves, if you're working in an industry, that is very male driven, try that little trick. If you have a name where you could change it to sound like a guy, that's just one little type of solution that you can do. And this is me. This is the way that I work. I work creatively to make it better, easier, also save more money, and also realize who is sort of the male chauvinists and who aren't. But you can apply that to school. You can apply that to your job. You can apply that to being a business owner. You can apply that to doing anything. Just start sending emails instead of calling. All right, so we have the Hangman out next, and the Hangman is about looking over the whole picture here. So whatever your finance and your heart's desire is, you definitely need to look at the whole picture. Get the insight, again, from everywhere, every angle. And that's where the moons are right now, is especially the one on the 30th. We want to look towards the truth, and you want to be able to not double. You maybe want to make not. You don't want to doubt your intuition. Does that make sense? All right, so let's see where else we're going to go with this, because a lot of this has to do with who you're hanging with and how it's going to either hold you back, and that's more towards the end of the month too, so please watch that video. It's either going to allow you to keep moving forward, or it's going to keep you held back. So sort of like that incident with me and changing my name from Patti to Pat. I could have kept going as Patti through my job, but it would have held me back because I'm dealing with men. They want to deal with men, so change my name to Pat, email. They have no idea if I'm a male or female, so win-win situation. They make money and I get the products that I need. Sort of silly games that we play, right? So this is, although, very, very important to look at the whole picture. All right. Let's see what else we got going here for Taurus for the 14th through the 20th, or 16th through the 22nd, please. All right. We have the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 10, oh, awesome, 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. So we've got some celebration coming or gathering of a unity. So maybe you're working with somebody. Maybe you're actually going to school with somebody. Again, this is about who you're encompassing with to grow you or to stifle you, move forward, to think forward or not. The 5 of Swords, though, is about a little bit of standing up for yourself. And that's where this is going to come in. Standing up and maybe fighting a little bit for what you believe in. There might be some competition. This could be competition in your work. It could be competition in a project. It could be competition in a sport. Could be a competition in a hobby. Maybe you're doing something, and it might not even, thank you. So they're saying that this might even not be a competition in doing something. It's somebody feels they need to be in competition with you. It's like, oh, you've got a boyfriend, so now I got to go get a boyfriend. Okay, and my boyfriend's going to be better than your boyfriend. That kind of thing. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate card, because at the very end of the day, it is the winning of everything. The winning of everything and the rewards of everything. And that's based on, again, your hard work, your belief in yourself, your intuition. It's also in who you have around you. All right. And we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Somebody's disappointed about it, though. Somebody's not happy about it. Somebody's, well, if it's competition, somebody's got to lose, right? But I feel like this is a more material thing. For a relationship, there is no winning or losing. It just is. So the Page of Wands. So there is something coming. There is a message coming from somebody. And this is sort of news that's coming up like, never expected that coming. Never expected that coming. But the overall reading, my gosh, what a good reading. I mean, there's so much joy and happiness in here. There is so much pleasure in here. There is a lot coming your way. So these next 2 weeks, be really, really mindful of, trusting yourself. Really trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what's going on there. And then also, too, if you need to get rid of somebody in your life, it's time to do it. Because at the end of the month, that energy is going to allow you, that what you've been holding on to, the 30th, that full moon, is allowing you to now release it. Get rid of it. It's time to release it. So that's a, oh, I don't know why I've got the burps. Excuse me. But that is a really good feeling to be able to release something that you need to let go so that the new energies and the new vibrations come in, because it's a light feeling. It is a very, very light feeling. Where did that card go? And anyway, it's a light feeling. But you do have some message coming in towards the end of the month. I don't know what that is. Something new. All right. All right, Taurus, this has been your reading. I thank you so very much for showing up and doing that. I hope you do go and look at the paranormal video I just did. It's got some stories in there and also tools and tips on how to deal with paranormal. If you have it, and if you can always email me or comment or send me messages if you have questions or not sure how to get rid of yours, or if you have them. But also how to deal with them as an empath. A new empath, sometimes people fear of it, call it a curse. It's not. It's just knowing how to interact with those spirits, or if it's a residual energy. And then also the new moon and full moon I just did at 3 p.m. Those two are just now. I just loaded those up so you can watch those. But don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. My dailies, I got the dailies going for next week. 1-minute dailies to start your day and give you some inspiration. Those are going to keep going through the end of the month. And if the likes keep popping up like they are, I will continue to do them. But if I only get less than 10, then I probably will stop. So please like, share, and subscribe. All right, we'll talk to you next week on the 23rd. Take care, Taurus.